The story I'm about to tell you will seem a little weird to you, almost like it's out of a fiction novel. But the truth is, the truth really is stranger than fiction. Everything I'm about to tell you is 100% real and was experienced by me firsthand. But before I can just hand you over the keys to the kingdom, you need to understand why I'm doing this. So are you ready for the truth? Okay, here we go. My father died in 2008. By all accounts, he was a strange dude. We lived well, but he was always secretive about his money. We knew he had a lot, but we didn't know how much or how he got it. When he died, I was shattered. Then it came time for reading of the will. To my son, I give the book, The Great Gatsby, on my bookshelf. What the hell? The Great Gatsby? A book worth $13.95? That's what I get from his fortunes? I was steaming. A few hours later, I go back to the house to claim my big endowment, and sure enough, there's a copy of The Great Gatsby there all alone. I was pissed off. But with nothing much to do, I start to give it a read, to find out what the hell kind of message my dad was trying to send me here. I read a few pages, and then something drops out of the book into my lap. A business card. On it is just an address and a password. Now things are getting weird. Some address where I need a password to get in? What was this? Eyes wide shut all over again? I figured any place with a password is going to be a nighttime joint. So I head out, not really sure what to wear, at 9:30 p.m. with the business card in hand. I look at the business card and it says the location is on the -6th floor. Wow, that must be deep underground. Turns out it's a not so fancy apartment building. I walk in, see the staircase in front of me in the back, and I start going down, down, and down. I count and realize I'm now 6 floors down, and I find myself in front of the door. I knock. I hear a woman say, "Password." I give the password. Door opens. I had no idea what to expect when she opened that door, but it was so cool. It looked like a bar, like a casino and a mansion combined. Only everything was top of the line. The room was filled with smoke. Guys were playing poker with girls in short skirts hanging all over them. While I have a gander at all that, I get a tap on the shoulder. "Password again, please." "Sure." I look at the card again, read it off, and she says, "My mistake. You're supposed to be in this room." She opened that door, and then it really felt like I was dreaming. Guys in $12,000 suits, a big flat screen TV which covered the wall, showing all kinds of financial data I didn't understand. Crystal glasses in which they were drinking Chateau Lafite, which is a $150,000 bottle of wine, just sitting there, open. And there's an ornate chandelier and Roy Lichtenstein's Woman with Flowered Hat on the wall, which, if you don't know, is a $56.1 million art piece, original. I recognized a few faces because there were a few celebrities and politicians in the room, but the rest were new to me. I said, "Are you guys the mob?" They laughed. "Better than the mob," somebody says. "The mob gets hit by the police. We own the police," and everybody laughs. Then the guy at the head of the table speaks up. "We've been expecting you." This was his voice, I swear to God. "Your father told us he was going to be sending you our way. Let me tell you something, Q. Your father was a member of the society here for 35 years. He was a very wealthy man. Did you know that?" Well, I sort of assumed. Well, he was. And he wanted to leave you a significant endowment in his will. You should know that. He loved you very much. But he decided not to. He decided it would be even more valuable for you if you became one of us, like he was. Then you could secure yourself financially for a lifetime. Wow. I said, I had no idea he was part of something like this. Yes, he was. And it's the reason you had everything that you had growing up. Have a seat, he says. Then he says, do you believe in magic, Q? No. Well, we do. Because all magic is having the upper hand on the victim, knowing something they don't know. Maybe it's some technology you didn't think he had. Maybe he works faster than your eyes can see. The magician runs circles around the victim. That's how it is in the markets, Q. They all invest, they all lose it, and they have no idea why. They think maybe it's a supernatural force from heaven that punished them. He laughs. Well, we know exactly how it happened because we're the ones who took it. So who do you want to be in life, Q? A victim or a magician? I said without even thinking, a magician. Good. That's step one. Now let me explain to you something else. The world is a pyramid. You hear me? A pyramid. Yes? The money is at the top, then it trickles down to more and more ignorant people until it finally hits the bottom feeders who just leech off the others. The room of people you're with right now, we're the capstone, and the money always flows up, not down. It's easy when you're on the inside, Q. Come tomorrow for your initiation, I'll show you. So I did. Showed up the next night, and this was when things got crazy. They took me back to this room and then asked me to put in my bank account information and to set up an account with their system. Then the guy at the head of the table says, how much do you have in your checking account? I told him $2,578.22. He says, to invest it. Invest it all? Okay. This guy meant business, so I made the transfer and punched it in. Then he asks again, how much you got in your savings account? $8,598. Invest it. All of it? All of it. Now I'm nervous, and I say, this is all I have. Do you want to swim with the big boys, Q? You got to trust in us, or we can take you to the door. I couldn't argue with that. I made the transfer. Then they hit a few buttons and they said, here's a toast to the newest member of the secret Millionaire Society. We had a shot, and then I filled my glass with probably $300 worth of wine and started drinking. Then, only about a minute later, he turns on the screen. It says your $11,171 has just turned into $10,576. Uh-oh, I just lost 600 bucks just like that in 1 minute. What's up with that? He said, have another drink. Remember, you gotta trust in us if you want to play with the big boys. My heart started to beat faster. I had another beer, and another minute goes by. He shows me the screen again. Your $10,576 has just turned into $7,499. Oh my God, I blurted out. It was pure shots after that one. What the hell did you guys do to me? Now I just lost thousands. I told you that was all I had. Remember, Q, we said trust us, and you'll become one of us. Go play a hand of poker. So I played a hand of poker, and then, a little sweaty and a lot lightheaded, I stumbled back. I am now certain these guys were out to rob me. They can see I'm getting agitated. One of them says, look, we're teaching you to trust in the system. Trust in the people who came before you instead of being arrogant, or you'll never make it here. They showed me the screen one more time, and I'm floored. Your $7,499 has just become $50,488. My shoulders drop. A big smile washes over my face and I breathe a deep sigh of relief. You see that? One of them says, that's what happens when you trust in the code. Truth is, I found out later, I never lost any money the entire time. They were just testing me, and it worked. I now trusted them fully. As soon as I saw that, I said, when can I reinvest it? Let's do this again. They said, that's just what your father would say. And that, in a nutshell, is how I became worth over $100 million as I am today. I'm an upstanding member of the society now, took over my father's trading chair. And I've had my share of problems since then, but financially, it's been a dream. But enough about me. Let's get on to something a little more fun. You know the code works in underground mansions, but you might be wondering, what happens when you take the code to the street live? Well, that's what we're going to do now. What I want to do is show you just how fast this works for absolutely anyone, anywhere, anytime. So to prove that, I'm going to be making people money with the code by a bank right before they're going to take their money out of the ATM. What I'm going to try to do is make sure there's going to be a lot more money to take out when they do. This will show you and them how truly fast the code can fill up your bank account. Make sense? It's pretty simple. Let's try it out. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Do you have a sec?
Actually, I'm kind of in a hurry. I'm just getting some.
Cool. We can move on. How about you? My name is Quincy.
Hi Quincy, I'm Bob. What's this all about?
Well, I'm shooting a demonstration today to prove that a system I have really works. Do you have a few moments for some questions?
Sure, I'm an open book.
Great, we'll step right over here. So what brings you out today? You're just getting money out of the ATM?
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Any particular amount you're getting?
Wow, that's a little personal. What the heck? $200.
Is there any particular reason for that amount?
That's all I got in checking right now.
Well, would you be willing to do a little experiment with me? It'll only take 60 seconds, because I'm pretty sure that if we do this experiment, you will be able to withdraw $500 from the ATM.
What? $500 in just 60 seconds?
That's right.
That's not possible.
I thought you might say that. Would you give me a chance to prove you wrong?
Sure. I'll give you a chance. Just one, though.
All right, I'll go with that. That's all I'll need, my friend. You're gonna like this. Now, do you have a smartphone? If you have an iPhone or an Android, that will work as well.
Yeah, I got an iPhone.
Oh, great. Now, I have to ask you, can you keep a secret?
Yeah, I can keep it secret.
Good, because I'm about to give you access to a software suite that is used by some of the biggest financial moguls on Earth. And before you can use the software, I have to ask you to sign your name here, just letting us know that this software stays between us.
All right, sure.
Great. Okay, now we got to get through a few firewalls here. This is the part that takes the longest. All right, so when the screen turns up, you type in this password. Okay, now it's authorizing you. Now we're going to go through another firewall. You type in this password here. Okay, press that button 4 times.
Weird. Wow, it looks like a vault just opened.
Yeah. Do you see what's in there? That's the software I was telling you about. But it's not just any software. This software is responsible for $21.46 billion in profits to date.
Did you say billion?
Yes, billion with a B. It's called the code. I can't really tell you where it came from. All I can tell you is created by some powerful people. And recently, I was given a small window of opportunity to share it with a few members of the public. And right here, right now, you're the one. Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good. A little unbelievable, but good.
I'll go with that. So let's get back to it. So now, just put this code in here. And this code there. And now hit activate the cube.
Huh?
See it right there?
Oh, okay. Now what do we do?
Now we count. Set a countdown timer right there on your iPhone for 60 seconds.
Siri, set a countdown timer for 60 seconds. Wow, this is crazy.
So what do you do, Bob?
I'm an architect.
Oh, where do you work?
I work at a firm out in Hillsboro.
Oh, so right over there.
Yeah.
Oh. How are things financially?
Not so good.
Oh no?
No, it's been pretty slow. I haven't gotten a raise in 5 years.
Oh, you got family?
Yeah, 3 kids. How about yourself?
I've got 2. Okay, Bob, time to check the results. And we're not going to check the results on the phone here. We're actually going to go to the ATM and try to pull out $500.
All right, but I told you there's only 200 in there.
Why don't you check your balance first?
All right. Oh my God, it says $1,867.62. What the hell just happened?
I told you this is powerful stuff. Now you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Indeed it is. Listen, I gotta move on to some other people, but can I call you in a week or so?
Sure, call me anytime, but why?
Well, this is gonna keep making money for you in the background, and I wanna see how much it makes for you in a week's time.
Okay. I just went from $200 to over $1,800 in a minute. I think this is going to be big.
It is. There's no doubt about that. It's just a question of how big.
This is amazing.
Here's the 1-week update from Bob. In 1 week, he has already quit his architecture job and is currently working on a music career, his true passion. Here's his screenshots. Day 1. Day 2. Day 3. Day 4, Day 5, Day 6, Day 7. When he got to Day 7, you can see why having a job at that stage was pretty pointless. If he keeps this up, by the end of the year he'll be worth around $3.8 million. Then he can max out his ATM every day if he wants to. Congratulations, Bob. Let's keep going.
All right, push that. Try this. Perfect. Now I want you to go to the ATM and try to pull out $500.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep. Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
I just love helping people.
What the hell? Are you kidding me?
I could do this all day.
Yeah, baby.
Now I want you to go to the ATM and try to pull out $500.
Thank you.
That's gonna keep. I'm gonna call you in about a week or so. Good. Okay. Now I want you to go to the ATM and check your balance.
Okay.
Nice work for running this ATM dry over here.